I just want to ask you one more time if you will let my sister go.
I've told you, I have no control over your sister.
Fooled us. You've taken over a mind, you and the other poddies.
Sister Peacebird has seen the light for herself. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Come back! Bring her back! You've kidnapped her!
How could I? I've just been standing here all the time.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's me, Dennis. Are you all right?
Oh, thank God, Dennis, it's you.
What's the matter? You sound a bit upset.
I just had another one of those horrible phone calls. Dennis, he's done something terrible to some poor girl. I mean, she was screaming down the road.
Are you all right now?
I'm sorry to sound so hysterical. It's just frightened the life out of me.
I'm sure it did.
She was screaming something like, "Come to me, Mummy," or something like that. I can't quite remember.
Come to Mummy, my baby. You just do what she tells you and she's going to make you feel real good. She did too. Real good.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't if I was you. Anyway, I've locked it.
No, Dennis. No.
You know what I'm going to do to you, don't you, Mummy? I told you on the phone. You can start taking your clothes off now, Mummy. I think we wasted enough time, don't you?
VK6 to car 16. VK6 to car 16. Come in, 16. VK6 to car 16. VK6 to car 16. Come in, 16. VK6 to car 16. VK6 to car 16. Come in, 16.
Soft. Nice. But you know that, don't you? That's why you wear them. You all do. You like to hear men say nice things about you. Stupid things. No, Mum. Don't be frightened. Don't go away from me. You're always doing that. I just don't want you to wear these things. You're always leaving me. Wearing these slut clothes and going out with those men. And leaving me with... No more. Those men don't need you. I do.
Dennis, I am not your mother. I mean, you confused. I am not your mother.
Shut up! I know that. My mother was beautiful. She wouldn't lead men on like you do. She wouldn't act like a whore. Don't touch it!
Dennis, please. You're only making things worse for yourself. The police are watching this house. There's a man outside now.
Yes, I know. It's a yellow car. He's wearing a grey suit. Grey and red.
Come on, Terry, what's the hold-up?
Hold up.
The Morris woman, I asked you to call her, remember?
I'm still trying. She's not answering.
All right. Did you send Williams in to check?
I can't get hold of him either. His radio could be on the blink.
Like hell it is. You get a car organised for me and put out an APB. Find out who's in that area and do it.
Cole. Doesn't look like waiting till dark helped much. Got an audience.
Excuse me, love. There's a girl in the van who's taking a bit of a turn. Could you give us a hand?
Terribly sorry.
You can always rely on a good citizen never to get involved. Come on, let's get her inside.
I know you had to leave me to go to work. I didn't mind that. I mean, Dad left us, so somebody had to look after us. I didn't mind. I really didn't mind.
Then why are you doing this to me, Dennis? I worked very hard for you and your sister.
You worked very hard so you could dress up like a whore and go out with men.
I had to go out. I had to have some time.
What the hell are you talking about? Stop saying you're my mother. You're not.
Dennis, please let me phone for help. You need help.
No! Oh, gee, Mum, I'm sorry. It's broken. I'll try and fix it for you.
I have just about had enough of you, Dennis.
But I said I was sorry.
Come on. Hand over that knife. Come on. I don't want you hurting yourself. Come on.
Please! Come on. Come on, fella, let's have you.
You all right, Mrs. Morris?
Come on, take him out.
I wouldn't have you as a mother.
You filthy lying whore! You lying whore!
All right, I've got all that. Now, I'm sorry I've got to ask you this question, Mrs. Morris, but did you encourage him in any way?
Sorry?
Well, he's a good-looking young bloke. Some people might
Well,
think...
some people would be wrong, wouldn't they? You tell them to mind their own bloody business.
It's all right, mate.
Look, I'm sorry, son, but if I don't ask you these questions, somebody else will. And if we want to put this fella away where he can't hurt anybody else, I've got to get some answers first.
It's all right. No, nothing was said.
It's okay, Mum. It's all over now.
No, not quite. I've still got to find the girl on that tape. Something gives me a very nasty feeling that I'm not going to find her alive. You're sure he didn't know any girls apart from the ones you met today?
I'm positive. He was scared stiff of them. Well, haven't you contacted Mandy yet? I'm sure she'll know where Linda lives.
I believe so, but apparently she's not answering her phone. Well, I'd better get back to it. I'll let you know when I need you for that statement, Mrs. Morris.
Inspector, thank you for what you did.
These things happen. Look after her, Martin.
I'm sorry, Mum. I don't know what else to say. I feel so rotten about what's happened.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well, fair enough, but... Well, I should never have brought him here. It's just that we hadn't seen each other for so long. Oh, hell, I don't know. I didn't know what to say to you. I needed support, I suppose.
It's all right. I understand. I felt much the same way. Now, can I ask you a favour?
Anything.
Stay the night? Your old mum's feeling a bit shaky.
You're still reading that letter, are you?
No, just holding it, that's all.
Sounds like some old uncle carked it and left with a lot.
Oh, much better than that. Oh, B, I'm so happy.
Well, in this place, keep that up and they'll really think you're nuts.
Hey, B, have you got any bickies? What? Don't tell me she's still reading that letter. What's in it anyway?
Well, I wasn't going to tell you, Maxie, but I need your help. It's not just a letter, Maxie. It's a billet doux. A wonderful, wonderful billet doux.
Someone send you a bill, eh? God, they never leave you alone. Put address unknown, that'll fix them.
No, not a bill, Maxie. A billet-doux, a love letter. Oh, he wrote the most beautiful words.
Oh, he did he? And who wrote this little epic?
Well, that's just it. I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, he didn't sign it, poor love. He must have been too shy.
Well, let's work it out. It was delivered by hand, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. No postmark.
Then it must be someone who works here.
Danny.
Huh?
Dirty Dan, the delivery man.
You could be right, Maxine.
Of course I'm right. Yeah, I've seen him looking you over, Pix. Gord, you're a lucky bugger. He's a raw spunk.
Oh, Daniel. He's so handsome. Oh.
Consider your lives to the present moment, my children. Think of the agony you have caused yourselves, the hurts to others. And for what? Peace of mind, happiness, love. No. No, for that single obscenity that sets us apart from all the other living creatures that share this ecstasy that man calls earth. Material gain. Money. Money to buy our gaudy brick houses. Money to adorn ourselves so that we may become the beautiful people we like to think we are, but we are not beautiful. The tree is beautiful. It does not fight the sun and the earth for light and nourishment. The sun and the earth give of themselves happily. And in turn, the tree gives itself back to the earth. Blend with the force, my children. Strive for the perfection of the humble tree. Meditate. Meditate on the futility of your personal possessions. Blend with the force. Peace to you, Brother Earth. You look worried. Is something wrong?
They've taken Sister Peacebird. I couldn't stop them.
They?
Well, her sister and two men. Well, she didn't want to go, but they forced her.
You must not hate them, brother. We'll just have to get her back, that's all. Sister Peacebird will not be denied her happiness.
Hello, love. Girls, would you mind starting dinner? I'll be along to help you in a minute. Thanks. Is she here? Oh, come on, honey. Try and relax. You're tearing yourself to pieces.
Oh, they were so rough with her, Judy. I mean, I'm used to that sort of thing, but she's just a kid.
Okay. You pull out now if you want to. But don't forget that a little bit of rough treatment now could save her for the rest of her life.
Oh, I know you're right, but it doesn't make it any easier. Oh, and I gave your number to my answering service. I hope you don't mind.
No worries.
It's only for emergencies. You know I wouldn't...
It's all right. No worries. Will you relax? I'm here to help you, remember? Which reminds me, you want to spend the night here tonight?
Oh, thanks. I was just about to ask you if I could.
Sure. So what's happening upstairs? Have they started?
No, they had to drug her up. They're waiting for her to come out of it. Oh, Judy.
I'll get it now. Driscoll House, Judy Bryant. Oh, yeah, I'll get her. It's for you, love.
Hello?
Miss Smart, we haven't met. My followers call me Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly what I call you.
Miss Smart, these are trying times for all of us, so let's not make it any more difficult than it already is. My message to you is a simple one. Return Sister Peacebird to us now, or I shall call the police and have you charged with kidnapping.
Will you call them? Because I've got a few little things I'd like to tell them too.
Futile, Miss Smart. Others have tried.
Others didn't know they were talking to James Blackman, did they? And others didn't know that you had sold 10,000 shares of some phony land and kept the title in your name.
You've gone to a lot of trouble. You must love your sister very much, Miss Smart. So, keep her with our blessing.
Oh, shove it, Blackman. And if he thinks he's heard the last of that, he's got another thing coming.
Why don't you get some sleep? I'll start on her as soon as she wakes up.
Yeah. I was just remembering what it was like when I first woke up. I'm worried, Cole. I mean, she looks like a nice kid. She mightn't be able to take it.
No, she'll be okay, so long as we stick to our plans. Now, I'll start off with the heavy stuff.
Yeah, I know. You're the bad guy, and I'm the good guy. The trouble is that I don't feel like a good guy.
Look, let's not forget how this mess started, mate. Now, those religious ratbags brainwashed her, destroyed her, right?
Right.
So we've got to use that bloody heavy treatment if we want to break the hold they've got on her. It's the only way to get her back.
Hi. Settled in all right?
Yes, thanks, Bea. Didn't get much sleep, though.
Well, that's pretty normal for first-timers. But sleep's the least of your problems in Wentworth. Your stomach has to get used to the food, and you have to get used to the boredom.
Apart from that, it's home away from home, eh?
Oh, the greatest. People have been known to kill to get into this joint. Sorry, love. Bad joke.
That's okay. You're right about one thing, though. The boredom. There's got to be a way to beat it.
Yeah, well, there is. There's a way we can all beat it. If you're interested.
Of course I am. What is it?
Well, like I said, some of the girls aren't too bright, but they're real battlers, if you know what I mean. When they get out of here, they try and make a go of it, but they haven't got a hope. They're beaten at the very first question. What is your level of education?
Hold on, Bea. I think I know what you're getting at. But would they allow me to take classes?
A teacher that didn't have to pay? You could bet on it.
And what about the women?
Most of them would jump at it.
It's a brilliant idea. Who do we ask?
Hey, wait a minute. Don't you want to think about it for a while? I don't want you to think you're wasting your time. And, take me, for instance. I'm not exactly a kid anymore. Do you think I could learn at my age?
Bea, age has nothing to do with it. All you need is the incentive.
Okay, you're the expert. What breakfast sitting are you at first?
I'm going to court. If I can ever get this hair into some sort of shape.
Ah, well, that's where I'm the expert. Here, give us your brush.
Morning.
Oh, hi. Well, you're not going to work, eh?
No, I rang Mrs. Powder. Speak of the devil.
I'll get it. Okay, Mrs. Power, come in.
Hello, Marty. How is she?
Oh, she's all right. I just wish my leave didn't have to finish today. I'd like to stick on a little bit longer.
Wish you'd stop talking about me as if I wasn't there.
Are you all right?
Of course I am. Now stop worrying about me.
Well, somebody has to. You obviously can't look after yourself.
Oh, Colleen.
I told her to go to the police when she got that first call. If she had, things wouldn't have gone this far.
Hey, just a minute. Dennis was here when the first call came.
Have you two quite finished?
No, but Mum,
Inspector Tate thinks that the first heavy breather gave Dennis the idea, and I'm inclined to agree with him. It's a completely different voice. The police don't think he's likely to ring back. Now, if you two would just sit down and relax, making me nervous.
Now, Pixie, don't start proposing straight away because you might scare him off. G'day, Danny. Can't you keep away from us?
How you going, love? Been a good girl?
Good at what?
All right, that's enough. Now let's check this delivery. You better stop her. The idea was to cheer her up, not make a fool of her.
She'll be all right, Bea. Anyway, have a look at her. She's happy as a pig in mud.
Come on, all right, you lot. Let's stop talking and get this unloaded.
Hello, Danny.
G'day. How you going?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Any fitter I'd be dangerous. What's your name?
You don't have to pretend anymore, Danny. They can't hear us.
Hey?
Well, you don't have to call me Pixie if you don't want to. My third husband used to call me his little kitten.
Third? It's the truth. What are you? Film star or something?
I knew you'd have a sense of humour. I just knew it. I was halfway through reading your letter and I said to the girl...
Hey, hang on, love. I think you got the wrong bloke. Well, I mean, I don't even write to me missus when she visits her sister in Perth.
You're married?
God, I hope so. I've been handing me pay packet over to her for 7 years.
And when I mentioned the letter, he didn't know what I was talking about. It was terrible.
Yeah, he did look a bit lost. I would have been looking for a hole in the ground myself. So, we're back to square one. I wonder who sent the bloody thing.
Maxine!
I know, maybe it was the freak.
Maxine, do some work.
Right, young. Come on, picture duty. Come on.
What do you want me to do, Bea?
You don't look too happy. What's up?
Oh, it's this damn legal system we've got.
You won't get an argument with me on that point. What have they done to you?
I told them I was pleading guilty and I wasn't offering any defence. I couldn't have made it any clearer. But they said that I had to be represented in court.
Oh, I can guess the rest. They've appointed a lawyer on your behalf.
The trial comes up in 6 weeks' time.
Well, let's give you something else to think about between now and then. Okay, girls, gather round.
You know who did it, Bea?
Yeah, now you all know Petra. She's a qualified teacher.
Qualified bloody know-all, if you ask me.
Now, that is twice, Maxine. Anyway, I've asked Petra if she'd mind teaching us, and she's willing to give it a go.
Oh, what are you going to teach us?
Well, Bea wants to go for HSC. I can't take her all the way through, but by the time I'm finished, I'm sure she could sail through a correspondence course. I think you all could.
Now, just imagine that, girls, that magic piece of paper when you go and apply for a job.
And all those lovely men we'd read about in English literature books. I think it's wonderful.
Maxine? Maxine?
Oh, all right. It's better than doing nothing, I suppose.
Good. All in favour?
Yeah.
Terrific.
Jack boiled?
Yep.
Got one?
Yeah, all right. No, you don't! Right. Let's get started.
Tell you what, that's the last time I'm going to the city in a sales season. It's a flaming madhouse. Hell, who's getting murdered up there?
Oh, it's a friend of mine. She's trying to give up an expensive habit the hard way.
Cold turkey? Poor bitch. Anything I can do?
Oh, no, thanks, love. We'll just keep away from the attic. She's got somebody up there with her.
Fair enough.
Hi, Julie.
Hi. Yeah, I promised Wally I'd meet him at the prison. Honey, I know how it sounds. Just think while you're doing it.
Yeah, there's no way she's going to go back to that place.
Good girl. Look, I've got to go out. Will you look after the place for me?
Oh, yeah, sure. Leave it to me.
Maybe I better stay, huh?
Oh, Judy, just go. Just go.
So I've decided if it's not Danny, it must be one of the guards on the gate.
Pixie, don't you think you're taking this a bit too seriously?
Well, of course I am. Somewhere out there, someone wants to marry me. What do you expect me to do?
Hey, Bea, that bloke that Lizzie's written to in Pommyland sounds like a real wag. Tell him how he used to make his dough, Lizzie.
Anyway, he could, as long as it wasn't on the straight and narrow. Nothing too crooked. 2 up, SP, that sort of thing. He tried selling pigeons once.
Pigeons?
Yeah, you know, homing pigeons. He trained one so well it used to come back to his place all the time. He must have sold that bird 20 times over before they woke up to him.
Sounds like a lot of fun, Lizzie.
Oh, you've no idea what Mick was like. He was funnier than a barrow load of monkeys.
All right, you lot, listen to me. Anyone here who's interested in life drawing classes, Mr. Wallace will be in the recreation room after lunch. If not, don't bother him, and I'll be there to see that you don't.
Life drawing, what's that?
Fancy name for drawing people.
Well, I'm not going. You might ask me to pose in the nutty.
Pixie! That's who it is. That's who done it.
Miss Ferguson?
No, Wally.
Maxine?
Well, it's got to be him. He's the only other bloke in the place. What do you reckon, Pix?
An artist. I've never married an artist before.
As in the centre of the cosmos, I will fulfill my father's wishes. This I pledge. I will become a dutiful daughter.
Hey, Peter, have a look at this moron, will you? This is the way these idiots solve all the problems, by sitting on the floor and rocking around for half an
Guiding
hour.
light. He is the chosen one. He will save us from this.
How is she?
Not now, Helen.
I just want to know how
Pete,
she...
shut the door, Peter.
Helen, stop them, please!
Sister Peacebird, what are you doing?
She's my sister.
Was your sister. You haven't forgotten what you poddy peanuts do, have you? I thought you were supposed to renounce your family. Well, if that's right, she's not your sister anymore, is she? Make up your mind, sweetheart.
He will save us from this material.
Look, she's up again. You might have to give me a hand if she
He will
starts
lead us to
floating
the
around the room.
Come on, Carl. That'll do.
Let's risk higher.
If you have something to eat, let me talk to her.
Fair enough. But don't give her anything to eat. She doesn't need food. You're above all that sort of thing, aren't you, love?
He is the guiding light. He is the chosen one. He will save us from this material.
And so we have an empty hospital again, thank God.
Yeah, but why send Roxanne to Barnhurst? Thanks.
Oh, I thought it might do her good to have a change of scenery.
Get her away from the sad memories, huh?
Yes. And at least Miss Bennett has a doctor at Barnhurst if she has any postnatal problems.
Have they got a doctor at Barnhurst now? I bet Vera shanghaied him.
If that's what it takes, good on her. Speaking of which, are you ready for some good news?
Try me.
Apparently your Dr. Collins made quite an impression on the department. In fact, they think he's the original golden-haired boy.
Is he going to come and work here?
Just a matter of time, I'd say.
Oh, that's fantastic news, isn't it?
Couldn't agree more, but keep your fingers crossed. Not official yet.
Think positive. It'll happen.
I hope so, Wally. I really do. Judy, you'll be at Driscoll House tonight, won't you? Thought I might drop in after dinner and see how things are going.
Oh, that'd be great. That would... I think I've got to...
Hang on a minute. Aren't you forgetting something? It's your turn at the drug clinic. I did my stint last week.
I got to go to the drug clinic. I'm sorry. Some other time, huh?
I'm not sorry, actually. I owe her a couple of dinners. So how about we go to my favourite restaurant?
Vegetarian, of course.
Of course.
Thank you. I'd like that very much.
It's got to be Wally. I reckon he got the hots for you the day you sat in his lap in Renault's office.
I think you're right, Maxie. Actually, he's rather gorgeous for an older man.
It's not fair, Bee. We should have been allowed to say goodbye to little Roxy. She was a sweet little kid.
Oh, all right, Lizzie, let it go. Never been all grumble bum when you get started.
Well, it's this place giving me the irrits. Where's me letter from Mick now? Where's that?
You wouldn't have got the one you sent yet. Don't worry, you'll get it.
Oh, I couldn't get a free kick in the street.
Righto, just stop right there. Now, unless you're interested in the drawing classes, you can go back to your cells for the rest of the break.
Oh, fair crack of the whip. I want to watch the telly.
Yeah. Tough luck, Daniels. Now, unless you want to see Mr. Wallace, you will all get a move on. Well, well. What have we got here? Leonardo de Mason, is it? All right, get a move on. He hasn't got all day. I wouldn't put too many pencils out, Mr. Wallace. Just one should do. Behave yourself, Mason.
Wally.
Pixie, come in. Oh, sit down.
Thank you. Well, you happy to see me?
Absolutely delighted. Well, are you sure you want to go ahead with this?
Of course I do. Don't you? I mean, you haven't changed your mind, have you?
Oh, not at all. Well, I expect you'd like to know what we're going to do.
Oh, good heavens, no, I know all that. Oh, it doesn't bother you, does it? That I've done it all before, I mean.
Of course not. Oh, that is, unless you've picked up any bad habits. Now, about the equipment, well, you wouldn't have brought any with you, would you? I mean, not that it matters. I've got enough for everybody. Well, let's start. Pick out some charcoal.
Wally, why are you saying all this? You don't sound a bit like your wonderful letter.
Letter? What letter?
The letter that you... Oh, no. It wasn't you. Oh.
What'd I say?
Yeah, well, I really handled it well. Anne said she was going to come over here after dinner, and I just stared at her with my mouth open.
Yeah, but you stopped her, didn't you, Judy? I mean, she's not
Oh,
coming.
relax, honey. Wally stepped in, offered to take her to dinner. You know, I don't know what I would do without that guy. He saves the bacon. He doesn't even know what it's about himself.
Oh, who the hell's that?
How would I know? Turn on the telly. It'll cover the noise.
Hope you got your clean undies on, girls. Your friendly medicine man's here.
Hello, Doctor.
Judy? Helen?
Forget the telly, Helen. Sandy stepped on the plug last night and wrecked it. I'll fix it later.
So, what's all this about then? Someone sick?
That's the trouble with this profession. You can't make a social call without someone thinking the worst.
I'm sorry. It's about the job, right?
Yeah. God, what was that?
Oh, just a couple of the girls horsing around. You know how it is.
Uh-huh. So why are you two looking so guilty? If I could help, I'd like to.
Really appreciate your offer, but we'd rather handle this ourselves. You're right, we've got a bit of trouble. It's a junkie. She's doing the cold turkey trick.
I don't like to interfere, but you do realize how dangerous that can be.
Yeah. Helen, go and give Wanda a hand, please.
All right. I'll see you around, Doc.
Sit down.
Thanks.
I know it doesn't look good, but you've got to remember what this place is all about. We haven't lost a patient yet. Anyway, what about you? Did you get the job or not?
Well, I think so. It all went so easily, I'm starting to think there must be some sort of catch to it.
You're kidding. Handsome man like you in a prison full of women?
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I'll bet. So, you got a lady?
I've got the lady, actually.
Well, what'd she think about the job?
Well, I don't know. I haven't told her yet.
Mason, Dr. Weissman will be seeing you in an hour. Don't keep him waiting.
Is this Ferguson?
Maxine, boy, come here.
Yeah, what's up?
That. Now take a look for yourself.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault that she hasn't got a sense of humour.
Sense of humour be buggered. It's gone too far. Just look at the poor kid. She doesn't know whether she's Arthur or Martha.
Yeah, I think it's about time you told her the truth.
Oh, no, B, just give
Hey,
us a
Pixie,
couple
love, come over here, will you? Maxine wants to tell you something.
B, I've been thinking about the letter. Now, I know it wasn't Danny.
Now, look here,
and
love.
according to
But-
Wally, it wasn't him.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I want to talk to you about. We thought that letter would get you out of the doldrums.
Oh, but it has, B, don't you see? I think having a secret admirer is wildly exciting. Don't you? It's so romantic.
Yes, of course it is. But the point is, you see, it's not actually from a secret
Of course, I'd like to find out who it is, but even if I don't, well, it doesn't matter. The most important thing to me is knowing that somebody out there loves me.
So, you've decided to stop looking for him, have you?
Yes, because I now know who he is.
Who?
It's Dr. Weissman. Isn't that wonderful? My psychiatrist has fallen in love with me. Oh, Lizzie, give me a hand with this, will you, please?
God, what are you going as?
What do you mean?
You look as though you've been half done and let go. What are all the frills for? Is there a party on or
Oh,
something?
no, of course not. It doesn't look awful, does it?
Shouldn't ask me, love. After all the fashion photos I've seen, I reckon you'd look good in a gunny sack. Anyway, is this all for your mate, the doctor?
Oh, yes. Oh, gee, I wish they'd let me have my own clothes back. He deserves better than this.
Stop worrying. He's not a real doctor, you know. He's only a shrink. And you know what they're like. He'd probably ask you to make him one, too. Here, give that to me.
Thank you. Oh, just think of it, Lizzie. Mrs. Pixie Weissman, a doctor's wife.
Well, I still don't think it's going to do you any good. I mean, after all, you're still going to be in here, aren't you?
Oh, but I won't be in, don't you see? After we're married, he'll have me transferred to the hospital, and I won't be there for long. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Wish I'd thought of that myself.
Come on, Sharon, this isn't helping you.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
We can't, don't you see that?
No, I'm not hurting you. How could I? I've never even met you before.
Of course you're not hurting me, but you're hurting yourself. You've let Blackman take you over, and he's using you.
Would you stop calling him that? His name is Alpha Centauri.
Sharon, listen, it's Blackman.
It's Alpha!
James Blackman. He's a smooth-talking bastard who's playing at being God. Don't let him use you.
He is the guiding light. He is the chosen one. He will save us from this materialistic monarchy
and lead us to the everlasting alternative force. Yeah, I've been there, Sharon. And it's rubbish. It's nothing but stinking money-making rubbish. You've been there, what, 7 or 8 weeks? Let me see, that must take you up to all that crap about the humble tree giving itself back to the earth. Right? You're the tree, Sharon. The money tree.
You bitch, Helen, you're doing this to me, not them.
What do you want? I told you not to.
See her.
Look, I'm doing what you paid me to do.
And how much longer? She loves you. She loves money. That's why you're doing it, isn't it, you bitch? We'll call them up because it's not going to work. You're not going to
Is
get
that what
my
those
money.
rat-faced taught you to love the world and hate your sister? That doesn't sound too good to me.
Earthy sky, earthy sky.
And you'll send me written confirmation of that? Thank you. Goodbye. Sorry about that.
Oh, then why are you smiling then?
I don't know. I should be in shock. The department's confirmed that we're getting a doctor.
Good heavens, how did you manage that? Erica Davidson was trying for years to get one.
That's just it. I only asked once. Must be the way I said it.
Well, I wouldn't break open the champagne if I were you just yet. He could be a crusty old geriatric with a medicine bag full of gin.
Just the opposite. He's quite young. Scott Collins, do you know him?
No, but that doesn't mean much. We shrinks move in different circles.
Come in.
Mason's outside, Governor.
Send her in, will you? Right. Just ring the staff room when you finish with your
Right,
doctor.
extension 312, right?
That's right.
Good. Well, we are moving up in the world, aren't we? The governor's office all to ourselves, eh?
Yes.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Well, apparently Sister Kelly is running a sick call and, is something the matter?
Well, I don't want to be rude, Doctor, but lately I've said a few silly things, and, well, now I want to be sure before I say anything.
Oh, yes, I see.
Well, quite honestly, Doctor, what do you think of me? I mean, are you really interested in me?
Well, that's a fair enough question, and the answer is yes. Oh, I admit I was a little bit uncertain to start with, but I think that we've got a lot to look forward to, and I'm very optimistic about it. Does that help you at all?
Oh, yes, please don't stop. You have a lovely voice.
Well, that's not the way it works, Pixie. I'm supposed to be listening to you, remember?
Oh, yes, of course. When things start getting me down, the memory of your little voice... Oh, isn't that silly? I can't remember it, and it was so beautiful.
Yes, lovely. Who wrote it?
I just remembered something, Doctor. Do you mind if we don't go any further with this today?
Pixie.
He is the guiding light. He is the chosen one.
How do you feel?
Never again, Carl. I've forgotten how bad it really was. How the hell can you do it for money?
Ever tried to sell a used car lately?
Yes.
Believe me, this is easier. Keep it up, love.
Yes.
Hey, I tell you what. If you get tired, give us a yell and I'll take over. Earth's Sky, Earth's Sky, Earth's Sky! 1 hour. 1 hour and she's ours.
Oh, just stop it, you bastards! Just stop it! Just talk to her, for God's sake!
I thought we'd go to the pictures. You all right?
Bye, girls. Have a good time.
Thanks.
You don't want to pass too hard, you gotta play around.
Come on, love. It's only a little while longer. We'll get your sister back soon.
I just wish it didn't have to be this way.
But I don't understand, Maxie. You're supposed to be my friend.
Yeah, well, that's why we done it. Hell, we weren't to know you were going to attack everything in pants. Anyway, it wasn't just me.
No, I'm sorry, love. But like Maxine said, we just did it to cheer you up.
Yeah, you were walking around with gravel rash on your chin. We had to do something. I mean, that's what mates are for.
Mates?
Didn't take that too good, did she?
Do you realize
no, it's got to be over. Jenny, they must have been a muscles! What have I done?
You gotta be out of your head, Smart. You know how much Blackman made out of you suckers?
All right, you bastard, I believe you.
$1 million over $1 million big ones, and he didn't even give you enough to eat. He made you fast. Now do you believe all that?
Yes,
Then
yes.
say it! Alpha Centauri is a load of crap, a con man. Say it!
I'm telling you, Sergeant, it's been going on all day. Well, it just sounds louder at night, that's why. I'm sure something dreadful is happening. Driscoll House. No, thank you. I'd rather keep my name out of it.
Say it, and you walk right out of that door.
Alpha
Say it!
No! That's enough, that's just leave
Wait,
her!
get out, she's almost
Don't
there!
get that money up, get up now! I'll kill you, you bitch!
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.